Hello everyone, Dave here back with another video. This is going to be a Fire Emblem themed video, as you can see by Marth, Ike, and Bileth fighting on our token Smash Brothers footage that we usually use when we're just discussing random things. We're on the Arena Pharaoh map from Awakening, so we're all Fire Emblemed out today. In honor of Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes coming out, I replayed 3 Houses for like the 4th time, and I wanted to do a video that I saw another creator do, and I would be remiss if I didn't shout them out. So shout out Sunburned Albino. I'm borrowing his video idea. He made a list a while back of his Fire Emblem 3 Houses Dream Team, which basically is Bileth, one of the house leaders, and then other members adding up to a total of 10, and that's what your dream team would be in 3 houses. So I figured, because I recently spent another 40 hours with these characters recently, I thought I would take my own stab at it, and let you guys know who my dream team is in 3 houses. So yeah, I thought it would be fun, and let's get to it. Okay, so first, of course, just getting it out of the way, we got Bileth, male Bileth. I usually play as male characters just because I'm a male and I like to, put myself into the game as much as I can. Yeah, I usually name my Bileth Anson, if anyone cares. That's usually like my go-to fantasy name. Of many years ago, I put my name Dave into like a Lord of the Rings like name translator, and I had it on the the Hobbit setting, and apparently in the Hobbit my name is Anson. I don't know how accurate that is, but I like the sound of it, so I just rolled with that for however long it's been, a good decade probably at this point. That's just been my go-to RPG name. But I'm a big sword guy, so I usually make my Bileth into like a sword master or a mortal savant, just because the samurai aesthetic of it looks super neat. So yeah, that's usually what I go with for my Bileth, or Anson in this case. Number 2 for my house leader, I got Dimitri. He's my guy. He's so strong. I'm a big Blue Lines guy. I am. I played through 3 houses 4 times, and I did a Blue Lines playthrough 3 of them. I don't like the Black Eagles, and I do like the Golden Deer, but their characters just aren't as interesting to me, honestly. And also, just half of them are archers, which I know you can obviously change their classes, but I don't know. They don't feel as well-rounded. They don't feel as tough. Nah, I just like the Blue Lines, honestly, and I went with Blue Lines for Warriors 3 Hopes as well. They're just some of my characters, my favorite characters in the game, and I just wanted to be able to spend more time with them. But anyway, Dimitri is awesome. He hits like a dump truck. I usually make him into a hero because I like giving characters, things that they're not good at. I find that interesting. I find that cool to see characters in a specific class or a specific armor set that you might not normally see them in. And axes for Dimitri are one of the things he's actually not good at. And for a hero, you need, your axe skill to be up along with your sword skill. I also, post time skip, he gets access to the that Lord tree, I think, or something like that. And I usually go with that because at that point he just destroys everyone. And that's super handy to have a unit on the field that you can just rely on to just murk everybody. At number 3, I have Annette. Annette is my girl. She is so cute. I think her personality is great. And that's another thing is, I value personality over a lot. For example, I make Annette into a Warlock or a Gremory, and one could definitely make an argument that she might not be the best. I think Lysithea is probably the strongest unit in the game, at least when it comes to magical ability. but I like Annette's character more, so I'd rather go with Annette for my team. I love her, her little singing, everything, and her studying and her, kind of tenacious attitude, I think is very fun and again, very cute and very, very nice. And I like her a lot. And honestly, she can hit pretty hard too. She's somebody that may not have the strongest magical attack, but it's definitely enough. I was definitely able to rely on her to take out a lot of like the heavy armored knights and everything. Next, in number 4, I've got Kaspar, or Kaspar. I like to call him Kaspar just because of the friendly ghost. But he is actually not a blue lion, he is a black eagle. And I don't like the black eagles, but I do like Kaspar and Bernadette. They're pretty much the only 2 black eagles characters I like. But anyway, Kaspar is another guy that you can rely on to just hit like a dump truck. I value that a lot. I love just being able to demolish people. He doesn't have the best defense. I feel like he's always one of my first units to die, but before he goes, he'll get you a few good kills in there. I usually like make him like a brigand or a war master. He's very good at like brawling and such, but I like giving him an axe and just having him beat the shit out of something. I'm going to turn. I forgot to turn my game audio down. I hope it wasn't too loud. I hope you could still hear me. But now we're gonna have it be a little more chill in here. So just in case you guys couldn't hear me, let me run through the list so far. We've got myself, or Bileth, Dimitri, Annette, Kaspar, and then at number 5 we have Yuri. Yuri, I usually, like I said, like to make characters different than what their assigned classes are. Because I find that interesting, but making Yuri a trickster is just too good to pass up. He is so quick, he's great with a sword, and also having a reliable backup healer is always nice. I basically make my Yuri into Doctor Strange just because the trickster cloak looks a lot like Doctor Strange's cape, and he's still got that same kind of witty attitude that Doctor Strange has and things like that, so I like him a lot. He's clutch. He really helped me out on my most recent playthrough on the final Edelgard fight. He came through with a few lucky hits and a couple lucky dodges and pulled that one out of the brinks of despair, because it was him and then Bileth. Like, those were my only 2 units left, down to my last divine pulse charge and everything. So he really saved us. So yeah. Number 6, I got Balthus from the Ashen Wolves house, along with Yuri. I usually, make him his default class as well, just because War Monk is so good of a class. Being able to heal and deal some decent-ass damage, it's just too good to pass up. Also, he reminds me a lot of Libra, who was one of my favorite characters from Awakening. Just, again, being able to heal and also hit like a dump truck is so useful to me in my style of play. Honestly, I play very in your face. I'm strategic enough, but I also just love getting into the fucking, middle of a fight and just seeing what happens. On my most recent playthrough, though, I did make Balthus into a great knight, which I thought was really cool. Just him and his, he's a bigger guy. Like, he just seemed like a knight to me. Just like a very nice, friendly knight. And I thought that was cool. I tried to kind of model him after Frederick, also from Awakening. Obviously, Frederick is a lot more stoic than Balthus is. But, that same kind of, grand knight allure, I guess, is one reason that I did that. So at number 7, and this isn't a ranking by any means. This is just for myself to keep track of where we are in the teams, in the Dream Team list here. So number 7, I have Ash, also from the Blue Lions. This is gonna be Blue Lions heavy. I understand that, and you guys probably already know that. But I mentioned before that they're my favorite house, so they're the units I use the most. So Ash, I usually make an assassin. He's so quick. He's good with bows. He usually can be very good with a sword. I also find it very funny that his whole thing is like, oh, I came to Garrick Mach to get away from my thief past. And it's like, okay, cool. And so we're going to make you a thief. and he's usually very good as a thief as well. Um, and also in the new Three Hopes game, they're like, oh, we gotta open this chest, and Ash is like, well, I don't like to admit it, but I actually can open it, like, without a key. And I find that fun, and I think the kid has a nice personality. I think he's fun. He's definitely somebody that I have come to rely on my playthroughs of Three Houses. He's always like, he's usually just always able to keep his shit together, and he doesn't really die that often, at least with how I build him. And I think overall he's just a very good unit. He's so quick. His movement, I did give him a few movement boosts, so that definitely helped, but like he could be anywhere on the battlefield, lickety split, like no cavalier, no flying, just straight up just on his feet running around. And that was very useful to have. At number 8, we have Shamir. Shamir is my best girl, aside from Annette. I love Shamir a lot. I love her kind of stoic, take no shit attitude. I think that's so just cool. I think she's just such a cool character. I love that she, knows that there's a job to get done and she'll do it. And she's also somebody that I could definitely rely on. I made her a sniper because she's very good with bows, but I also made her a sword master because she proved to be very good with swords as well, and I just love her aesthetic and how she looks in the sword master class. Armor is really cool. The sword master armor in Three Houses is just really cool regardless. I even made Dimitri a sword master at one point just because I thought it was cool. But yeah, Shamir is just clutch. She's someone that has just always proven to be great in battle and able to help out in a pinch. And yeah, she's awesome. I love her a lot. Number 9, we have Happy. The only Ash and Wolves character I didn't include was Constance. And I feel bad. I'm sorry, Constance, but she kind of is the worst unit in the game. Like, statistically, and just she's not good. So I feel bad that I left her out, but hey, that's just how it goes. But anyway, Happy, I love her. Again, her personality. If you got a good personality, you're probably going to be on my team, regardless of how good of a unit you are. I just think her not being able to sigh thing is very interesting. I love her kind of sarcastic, like, jokey kind of attitude. I think that's fun. And also magically, she hits like a dump truck as well. I keep using that metaphor, but that's my best way of explaining it. Like, she's just a very good mage. I usually make her a warlock, and then I forget the magic class that also you can ride around on a horse. I forget what that is. Sometimes a dark flyer as well. That's the one that flies. So it just kind of depends on how I'm feeling, but she's pretty much always a magic user. Again, that's par for the course for her character, but it works, and she does it well. And then last but not least, I have Mercedes as my main healer, my priest, my warlock, my Gremory, my whoever. I think that's just the most obvious choice. Of course, when you got Yuri that can heal a little bit, Balthus that might be able to heal a little bit, Happy that could even heal a little bit at some points. You're usually covered, but Mercedes is probably the best healer out of the Three Houses class, and I think she's just the strongest healer. She also is great in a pinch when she actually needs to battle. But usually what I'll do is I'll up her riding skill along with her healing, so that way she can get around the battlefield and help out very quickly. And also having access to the physics spell, you can just heal from pretty much anywhere on the map. So yeah, I think she's just the strongest healer, and that's usually what rounds out my team. So yeah, just going back through really quick, we got Anson, who is my Bileth. Dimitri, Annette, Kaspar, Yuri, Balthus, Ash, Shamir, Happy, and Mercedes. I know this is very Blue Lions and Ashen Wolves heavy, but they're the characters I like the most, and that's just kind of how it goes. Honorable mentions are Bernadette. I love her a lot. Felix is strong as hell. I really liked Ignatz on my most recent playthrough. Ignatz was pretty good. He was kind of a very clutch archer. Yeah, I mean the beauty of Three Houses is really every character in some capacity is great. Aside from Constance, like she's the worst, and you could definitely build her into a decent unit, but she's not like that strong. Even in the Ashen Wolves DLC, she was like always the first to die. So yeah, but yeah, that's my Three Houses dream team. Again, shout out Sunbird Albino. I borrowed your idea. I hope the music in the beginning wasn't too bad. I forgot to turn that down, and I had to re-record this video already because for some reason my computer just randomly shut off like 12 minutes into recording this the previous time, and I just don't want to have to do it a third time. So hopefully that didn't ruin it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want me to do any more Fire Emblem content. It's a series that I love to death, and I've played many games from, and I am kind of surprised that this is the first Fire Emblem video I've done on the channel. I should have done more by now. But anyway, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy Three Houses. Enjoy Three Houses because it's still a great game and it's worthwhile to play if you haven't played it yet. But what I meant to say was enjoy Three Hopes because that just came out. So, okay. I'll see you guys around.